The ADA and their Health Policy Institute just released a report for 2025, and in today's video and blog post, we're going to unpack some of the key trends in their latest report. So the first kind of takeaway or insight in the data release is women now represent 40% of practicing dentists in the U.S. That is an all-time high. The number of dental school applicants rose 11.5% in 2024, the highest increase since 2007. The dentist supply is projected to keep growing, potentially outpacing retirements in some markets. I have read as well retirement ages have been moving back, especially for practice owners, as the margin contraction is real and there are fewer buyers out there right now because it has been a difficult time for some of the larger DSOs and buyer groups that are out there. However, the geographic distribution is uneven, and we see this. Many rural areas and areas of need still are drastically underserved, as there are way fewer dentists per population. And for us, that we view that as an opportunity. So as you guys know, we've prided ourselves on serving rural Indiana communities and taking care of the people that need it most. So none of those trends kind of jump off the page at us. The second trend that the report highlighted is regarding economic output and practice economics. So according to the Health Policy Institute's Economic Outlook Survey, dentist confidence dropped in both their dental practice and the larger economy. For example, this confidence outlook for one of the surveys fell from 62% at the end of 2024 down to 45% in Q1 of 2025. This one I find really interesting. The median income for general dentists, inflation adjusted, has fallen over the past decade from $267,000 in 2010 to $207,000 in 2024. That might be one of the most interesting facts in the whole report. Practice expenses, staff, overhead, regulatory, and compliance burdens are increasing faster than revenue. That aligns with a lot of the information that we're seeing at the larger macro scale of the profession right now. And some data indicates that in Q1 2025, the dentists reporting that their office was not busy enough rose slightly from 24% to 28%. 30% almost of U.S. dentists not feeling busy enough is a worrying sign to me. The third trend in the Health Policy Institute's data release, practice ownership, DSOs, and practice models. The share of dentists affiliated with DSOs has more than doubled since 2015. Younger dentists are much more likely to join a group or a DSO model versus solo. Practice ownership is also increasingly delayed for some of the dentists that still want ownership. That is moving back in terms of the timeline for them in their career. And then solo practices still have a strong existence in some markets, but the trend is clearly driving to consolidation. Group practices and DSOs, just the amount of bandwidth required to run a practice has never been greater, and a lot of those factors I don't see slowing down. So it'll be interesting to see what the next decade has, but for the DSO market to double in 10 years is fast acceleration. And then lastly, the fourth trend is regarding education and supply of dentists with the future implications. Since 2001, 21 new dental schools have opened, bringing a total of 75 dental schools here in the U.S. And dental school applications are rising. The number of dental school graduates has increased 58% in 2 decades. That's a large increase of providers. Though supply is growing, just like we talked about earlier, the geographic imbalances are absolutely there. Areas of need we see are still an opportunity and a need for a lot of communities. And then retirement, I think as practice margins continue to condense, I do think that's going to continue to drive the retirement age longer and longer, and having dentists practicing later into their careers just because the finances around it. So again, really interesting. Check out our blog for more info. But the ADA is one of the more trusted sources when it comes to this profession. So always interested when the Health Policy Institute has a new release. So comment down below, let me know what jumped off the page at you guys, and I'll find you in the next video.